Lady Thatcher, your style, your leadership style was unique. How would you describe your leadership style?
Clear, decisive, purposeful.
Aggressive, confrontational?
I think where there are times when if you're defending freedom, you have to confront those who are diminishing freedom. What does confrontational mean? It means you fight for what you believe against other people who believe something different.
David Lange says some prime ministers take office, some take power. Which did you take?
Both. But the power I took was the power to reduce the power of government, to reduce the taxation, to reduce the ownership of government. In other words, to limit the powers of government, not to enlarge them.
She addressed me as though it was the Nuremberg rally. It was all go, you know, the handbag at will, and she would proclaim the truth of her position.
David Lange says that when he came to visit you at Downing Street, that you declaimed to him, that you addressed him as if he were in the back row of a public meeting. He said that you spoke as if you were at the Nuremberg rally when he went to see you at Downing Street.
I might say so. That is very offensive, bearing in mind that Britain and the Commonwealth stood alone against Nazi tyranny for quite a time. And unless we had, it would not have been beaten, and the rest of Europe would not have been freed.
New Zealand was part of that, though, Lady Thatcher. Didn't a New Zealand Prime Minister deserve to be treated better than that when he called upon you? I expect other Prime Ministers to be able to argue their case as I can argue mine. What I am saying was that they were denied ports, were denied to us, although we had our ships in the Pacific, on their regular duties as part of the defense of the free world, as part of the deterrence against a third world. He says he did argue it with you, you didn't listen.
Oh, I did listen. I had no sympathy with the arguments.
She was able to tell Middle Britain what she wanted. No mucking around. She's the sort of, it's like most British politicians speak as though they were ordering a menu in French. And she was down there, she was actually at McDonald's telling them she wanted a Big Mac.
She wiped out the trade unions. She brought taxation down to a level that the words brain drain just disappeared. But most of all, she made your man standing in the pub with a pint of beer say, "I'm proud to be British."
When I went in, Britain didn't count. She was a country not only in decline, but had accepted decline. I came out. Britain was not in decline. She had led the world on rolling back socialism. She'd led the world on what to do and how to do it. And she'd also been the first country in the world to say that aggression should not pay. The first country in the world to uphold international law.
Can a leader get to the point of identifying herself or himself with the country of which they are the leader?
Oh yes, I was identified very much with it.
Did you identify yourself with Britain or as Britain?
With Britain.
What I'm asking is, did you get to the point ever where you started to think, I'm essential?
Good heavens, no. I'm a politician. I've been a politician for 33 years. I know how it works.